Welcome to the Trying to Be Better podcast with Joel and Steve.
Right out of the gate.
Welcome to the Try to Be Better podcast with Joel and Steve.
Hi. Have you been watching Electric Mayhem or something?
No, I need to. I've been watching a lot of Barry.
Barry.
It's a show on HBO with Bill Hader, and he plays a hitman who's trying to be an actor. He's trying to get out of the hitman game to be an actor in LA.
How's that going?
It's so good. It's
Okay.
it's brutal, but it's fun.
Okay. I'm in. I don't have HBO, but you know.
Well, I am actually may or may not have a password from someone else, so I probably ought not pass that along to you. We've got a little.
I don't want to be part of any of your shenanigans.
Yeah,
I obey copyright protections and respect digital rights management, and
you're a real straight arrow, Steve.
I am.
Yeah, I'm involved in a little password ring. That's for sure.
Okay. Do you give as well as take?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Welcome to the Trying to Be Better podcast, everyone. My name is Joel.
And I'm Steve.
And this is a podcast.
It is a podcast.
Welcome
Although
back,
it hasn't been much of one. It hasn't been much of one lately. So we apologize to all of our faithful listeners for,
It's been an empty cave of a podcast for a minute.
Yeah, well, sure. It's just we haven't produced any content.
We haven't produced any content.
And I would like to just say, for the record, folks, listeners, that we put some effort into getting this time slot together for you guys.
Yeah. Well,
this is out of band, but we know that you kind of start to get the creepy crawlies if you don't hear our mellifluous
what
vocal tones in your ear holes.
Yeah, baby, we're back to soothe you. I wonder if anybody listens to us to go to sleep.
Maybe. I don't know.
Love that.
I mean, we do have pretty reassuring vocal tone, unless I get upset or you get upset.
Some people just like to. Maybe that's somebody's kink. I'm not here to sleep kink shame anyone.
Well, why would you do that? Nobody wins there.
I took a nap this afternoon, listening to a Storytime podcast on Spotify. It was just like, it's called, what is it called? It's called like Nothing Really Happens. And it's like just this very soothing female voice telling a story where nothing really happens.
Oh, that's amazing.
And it just kind of, yeah. So this is kind of like that.
That's so cool. She just talks in this story that goes nowhere.
And
does she wear an onion on her belt?
It's not video, man. It's just audio. Yeah.
Whatever.
I know that doesn't do it for you, but
yeah.
I do like just like a sleep cast. It's like just random drivel that I don't really have to follow.
You don't have to actually engage with.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
I made the mistake of trying to take a nap recently while watching a UFO documentary, and I was like, I'm too into this. I'm way too into this.
Are they real?
UFOs? UAPs? Yeah. Yes, absolutely real.
Okay.
Our government is like the last government to get on board with the whole UAP situation.
Shocking.
I know. Like, I didn't know that. Honestly, though, I didn't really know that until recently. Like, I found out that like France, the UK, other fucking government, China, Japan, other governments have actual departments that are dedicated to looking up and researching and gathering information about unidentified aerial phenomenon, or UAPs. And we have just denied it and like ridiculed it for so long. And now we're finally getting on board. Pretty
I feel like
interesting.
Richard Dreyfuss was onto something.
Yeah, right. This means something.
Yeah,
This means something.
this means something. Hmm. So you got a dog.
Yeah. So yeah, I got a dog, man. Yeah,
How's that going?
it's going good. I'm sleeping very differently.
Sleeping differently.
So
Okay.
I have a little bit of a different demeanor right now, maybe. But yeah, man, we got a puppy,
How old
and
is she?
she is it's March, April, May, June. I think she's 4 months.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, that's still pretty puppy.
yeah, she's a chewer. She wants to
Uh-huh.
chew, so we're trying to
Hmm.
give her as much chew toys as possible, not our hands and arms, but
And
actual toys.
shoes and couch.
Yeah. So the story goes like Kirsten was working at this event for her work, and it was downtown in the where that big rainbow phallus is on 13th and P or whatever. You know what I'm
That's not
talking
what I
about?
was gonna call it, but okay.
That's what I call it. I think we both call it the rainbow robot penis.
Okay.
It's a
Uh,
beautiful piece of public
I
art.
can't remember what it's actually called now. I would have called it the light sculpture.
Oh, that's very benign of you. It
Right.
looks like a robot, a rainbow robot penis.
Okay, fine.
Maybe I'm seeing what I want to see.
Maybe.
So they had this event downtown, and her works booth was right across the walkway from the Beatrice Humane Society, which shout out to the Beatrice Humane Society. They were very cool. Kirsten takes a few photos, sends a video to me. She's like, I kind of want this dog. And I'm like, oh, God, let me meet her. So I get on my bike and I ride down there and I hang out with this dog for a while. They let me take it for a little walk around campus. Like, it's like as much activity is going on at a little vendor fair outside, and
Yeah, yeah.
all the hands and kids and various folks that are coming up and messing with this dog. She's
Right.
super cool. She's chill. She's fine. Everything's fine. It's like,
Right.
oh, this might be a good one. I mean, obviously they picked her to come to this thing because she
Right.
can
Had
handle
that
that.
demeanor, right?
Her name is Maven, and so
Maven.
yeah, kind of thought about it. I talked to some people, talked to my brother, I talked to folks, and I was like, well, I'm gonna go down to Beatrice tomorrow and hang out with her there and see how it goes. And ended up signing the papers. The weird thing was we were in Chicago that weekend, so we had to like she had been with us she had been with a foster mom for a little bit. So I connected with the foster mom. She's like, I'd love to take her in while you're gone. That all worked out. We literally get off the plane, drive to Lincoln. The vet from Beatrice meets us in Lincoln with Maven, and all of a sudden we get off the plane, and all of a sudden we're dog owners.
Nice.
Yeah, it's been crazy. Yeah, it's weird, man. It's I've never had Kirsten and I have always been like we have a little mantra around the Egger household, which is no, not that we don't want kids and pets in our home, but we say we're not having kids, we're not doing pets. But we've internally and without public knowledge really, checked out dog sites. I actually almost adopted a dog from the Lincoln or the Lancaster Humane Society a couple years ago. That was kind of the reason why we bought a house. We're like, we want to have a dog someday. We just like keep kicking that around, but then this dog just sort of showed up in our
Came
lap.
in and stole your heart.
She really did.
Yeah.
And she's a turd. She's a
Right.
little turd.
Uh-huh.
But we're like bonding, It's only been a week,
Right.
but yeah, I had this moment like to get vulnerable, podcast vulnerable here. I had this
Uh-oh.
moment before I went to Denver to see J-Rad and my dad's 80th birthday. I took Maven over to my mom's house because she wanted to meet her because we might have her stay with my mom later on this month. My brother brought his dog Nico over, and Nico is the best. Like she's the best.
I mean, I've been seeing Nico, occasionally in person, mostly on social media or whatever for a long time.
She's
Nico
the best.
rocks.
Yeah,
Yeah. Very cool.
Nico and my sister's dog. Um, oh my God, why am I blanking? Holy shit! Oh no. my sister's dog and Nico are great dogs. And I'm like, I mean, I could never get a dog that good, you know? It's also the people. But anyway, Maven met Nico and it was really sweet. Nico is not a puppy anymore, right? And Maven's like trying to play with her like a puppy. And it was just like really heart-wrenching and beautiful and hard and gorgeous and made my heart. I just started bawling in my mom's kitchen and my heart was just like ripped open. And Colin and I went to go see J-Rad together, and we had this like tearful conversation over Indian food before the show, just like, you know, having the heart conversations about it. That yeah, dogs lives are short, and
Mm-hmm.
they change your life completely in the most
Mm-hmm.
amazing ways. And he looked me in the eye and he's like, you're going to learn things you didn't think you're going to learn, and I can't wait for you to walk through those. You're going to have your own experience with your own dog. But
Mm-hmm.
so it was just like it's been an interesting journey thus far, and I know we'll adjust, all of that will kind of smooth out, but it's
Yeah.
really new right now and it's really weird.
Mm-hmm.
And I know you've had some amazing dogs. Like
Mm-hmm.
I've never had a dog as an adult, so this is
Oh
brand,
wow.
you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, anyway, her
Yeah,
name is Raven.
they're gigantic pains in the butt that you can't live without.
I'm kind of getting a sliver of a glance of that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Sunny's the pug. She's nine,
Hmm.
9.5, and that's getting into senior pug territory. But I mean, she was wrestling with me earlier. Like she was like batting at me, like, "Hey, we're playing now."
you We're doing this right now. I don't care what you wanted to
Pretty
do. This is
much.
You
She's
need to do this
most
right
definitely a brat like that.
now. Hmm.
Like I'm sitting here staring at you. I'm putting my paw on your arm. Turn off the damn TV and play with me.
Yeah.
And I was talking to a friend of mine on the phone earlier downstairs, and she was kind of skulking around. And I was like, just ignoring her. And next thing I know, she's running out of one of my daughter's rooms with one of their slippers.
Um,
Like, oh, so you were gonna ignore me? Oh, okay,
I know exactly how to get your attention.
right. We'll see about that. Let's
Yeah.
see. What's something? Oh, look, it's a slipper. Okay.
I'm noticing Maven. Just like there was like 2 days where she was really sweet and really cool. And now after those couple of days, I notice her like testing every fucking boundary.
That's what
You,
dogs do.
like what
Hmm.
can I get away with? And what you say no to, I'm gonna go after that
Right.
until it hits a breaking point, you
Well, they
know?
learn pretty quickly, like what the like. Okay, these are like totem items. They're like really important.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if I want to cause trouble, that's where I'm headed.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
They learn.
Yeah. Yeah.
When I had my wolf hybrid, wolf mutt out in California, I mean, wolf, man, that dog, she
Mm,
tested everything all the time.
mm,
Oh, that rule was there yesterday. Let's see if it's there today. Still there? Okay. I'll see you tomorrow. I mean,
yeah.
it was just nonstop.
What was her name?
Shiva.
Shiva.
Hmm. Yeah, her mom was a wolf hybrid, like 87% Arctic wolf.
Oh my God.
And she got knocked up by the mutt next door. That's literally what happened. So yeah. So I took one of those puppies. She
Wow.
was, yeah, amazing.
Mm,
That was one of those deals like she would just leave and she's a wolf,
yeah.
not quite
Yeah.
half wolf. And
Right.
she'd just leave for a couple days and then just show up like, hey, what's happening?
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Because they would go out and like scout, basically do slightly larger concentric circles around wherever home was.
Hmm.
And she'd
Hmm.
disappear. And like her mom lived a couple miles across town. And every once in a while, her mom's owner, my friend, would call and be like, Shiva's over here.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. All right, I'll be over. You know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Kind of
I,
amazing.
it's been Kirsten and I are talking like we weren't sure we were going to do this, and then this just sort of happened. And so we're like, well, this is happening. Like we're all in now. We're going to do this. But we were talking about like and I was talking to Colin about this too. Like we're also allowing ourselves a little bit of grace and grief of like we can't just like I've already noticed it. Kirsten can't be like, you know what, I'm gonna go out with the girls after the meeting and get some food and I'll be home later. I don't know when I'm gonna be home.
Right.
Like we can't really do that anymore. And I don't
Aw.
I know, and it's like it's one of those things where I know it's like I know, but at the same time, that was a freedom we really loved
Yeah, no, I get it. Yeah.
and we were conscious of.
Hmm.
It's not like one of those things where we're like, oh my God, we didn't know this was going to happen, or oh my God, I didn't know I enjoyed that. We were conscious of that,
Sure.
but I don't. Yeah, I think it's one of those things where it's like everything changed and you don't regret it. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah, yeah. Yeah.
you know what I
It's the
mean?
same way with having kids
Right,
most of the
right.
time.
Yeah,
Because you want to talk about a loss of autonomy for about a decade.
Whew.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, at least puppies can feed themselves. Like, seriously, all you do is put the food in the bowl. Like, I know what to do with that.
yeah, yeah. And
Infants, not so much.
when a puppy needs a break, you can put them in their kennel. You really can't just
Yeah.
put a kid in a kennel and leave for an
No,
hour.
that's what the little playpens are for.
Oh yeah, that's
Uh-huh.
fair.
Yeah,
Okay.
until they turn 2. And then they learn how to crawl out of the playpens.
Yeah.
And that's when you get the cattle prods out. Kidding. Kidding.
I
That
was
was
gonna
a
ask
joke.
you in your infinite wisdom as a dog person, like uh what I guess what I want to know is tell me it gets easier. You get used to
Totally.
the routine.
Oh yeah. It gets so much. I mean, you won't it's just like driving a stick.
Yeah.
The
Right.
first hill you come up, I'm like, oh my God, I don't know what to do. Next you're driving and you don't even think about it.
Yeah.
Yep. It just becomes like Sunny. It just becomes I mean, like she lit like Sunny at night. Like when we start doing certain things, she just goes and gets in her kennel.
Mm-hmm. That's her signal. She knows
Yep.
it's time.
It's time just to go. She just goes and gets in her kennel. She likes it in her kennel, like it's kind of her safe space. Unless she's feeling ornery, then
Mm.
she will actively not get in her kennel. She does that sometimes. She'll just
Mm.
roll over like, I'm not moving. Like, dude, oh my gosh.
I've experienced that with Maven on a couple walks. I think I was telling you about this. Like
Mm,
I took her to Holmes Lake the other day, and that was way too long of a walk for her. She looks bigger than she.
she's a kid.
Yeah, she looks bigger than she is in years, right? So like
Mhm.
we get about halfway around the lake, and I'm like, well, if I turn back, it's the same distance, so we might as well
Right.
press on. And so we get about 3/4, and she just lays down. She just sits.
I'm done.
I'm not. I'm not doing this.
Right.
You're a fucking maniac looking at me
Right.
like I'm not doing this. And
Right.
I literally picked her up. I was like, all right, man, I'm not going to live at Holmes Lake. Get in the car, pick.
Right.
I did this to myself. I pushed you as
Right.
far as you were willing to go.
Yeah. Maven at least is, I mean, you will probably have to walk her.
Oh yeah.
She's got some greyhound in her, right?
Yeah, so that's what the shelter said was that she's a greyhound mix. I also ran into somebody that says like, "Oh no, she's definitely got a whippet. She's definitely a
Oh
whippet
yeah,
mix."
I can see that.
And I saw some photos of a whippet, and I'm like, maybe I don't know. She's definitely mixed with something. So
But either way, that's one of those like those dogs run
yeah,
and need exercise and all that sort of thing. So that
yeah,
will keep you in shape.
exactly. But
Hmm.
from what I know, I did a little reading. Whippets like they're sprinters, right? They're not long. They
Oh,
don't.
sure.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah, yeah,
like
yeah.
they have a little bit of energy, and then they're a
And then
couch.
they're done.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you
See,
know.
I have a pug. They have a little bit of energy and then they're done.
Yeah,
Hmm.
right. Yeah.
Sunny will literally like if I mean she would go. We have a pretty good sized block and we'll walk around that. And she has some brachycephalic breathing issues and that sort of thing. So gotta be careful with that because they're not really built for breathing,
Mm.
which is unfortunate. But if she like I at her age now, like some nights I can just tell like we're just going on the block, we're coming back. Another
Yeah.
night she like steps right out, she's moving, she's having a good time. But if it gets to the point, she will literally just lay down in somebody's yard and look at me like, yeah, I'm done. This is where I'm staying now.
I've got a buddy Nate who lives in Omaha, and he's got a French bulldog, and
Oh
he
boy.
always posts these hilarious videos when he'll take his dog to the park and she gives up, and she's on a harness, she's not being harmed,
Right,
but he
right.
literally would just drag her through the grass, and she like loves it. She like
Yeah.
wiggling around, and it's like he fucking gave up, and he's like, "This is my fucking dog." He always posts these videos. This is my fucking dog. Everybody, get a dog. They said,
Get a
just
dog, they
dragging her through
said.
the grass.
It'll be fun, they said.
Yeah.
Oh, good God.
That's been a trip, man. It's been a real trip. She's right now out. She's at a puppy play date at some, I don't know, some indoor puppy play facility. I don't know.
Is it the one kind of by downtown?
It's by no, well, it's by like Target, I think.
Oh,
On O Street.
oh, okay.
But there's like dog
Oh, I
bars.
know what you're talking about. It used to be sports courts,
Is
I
that it?
think. I think so,
Oh,
yeah.
far out.
Yeah. Hmm.
So,
Well, that's bougie.
yeah. Yeah, that whatever, man. It's a whole
Yeah, it's cool.
it
Dog
is cool.
spa.
Dog spa.
Dog
Yeah.
spa. Hmm.
I've spent hundreds of dollars on her already with bullshit and stuff, and
Yeah, that happens.
yeah.
What are you getting into the sweaters and the
Well, she's
booties?
gonna need it. She's very little meat on her
Skinny,
bone.
right?
Like Colin's
We,
already.
we tried to put we tried to put booties on Maggie, our first pug, and that did not go well. She almost killed herself trying to get those things off. Like it was, I wish I would have videoed it because it was really funny. Just the contortions and the noises. She was not having it.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. I feel like Maven's gonna need those, whether she likes them or not. I
Mm,
will see,
I
but
don't know.
she's definitely gonna need a doggy coat or a sweater
Yeah,
in the Nebraska winters because she's got fucking no. She's like zero body fat. You
right.
know, she's a little rail. She looks like Colin said. She looks like Santa's little helper from
Oh, right. From the
Satan's
Simpsons.
little
Yeah.
helper. What's that?
Satan's little helper.
Yeah.
Different show.
Yeah, but he's got Colin's got some deal with this company called Roughwear, and they make like tactical like hiking stuff for dogs, like insulated coats and all
RUFF wear.
Roughwear. Yep.
I love it.
Yeah. So probably have to drop some coin on. Today's episode is brought to you by Roughwear.
We love rough wear.
We love Roughwear. You know, the thing about Roughwear is that my dog is skinny, and when I hike with her over the Continental Divide, her tactical coat keeps her warm. Roughwear. Back to the show.
Back to the show. So do you
So,
want to talk about music or do you want to talk about impending fascism?
oh, we've done the fascism thing, man.
But I feel like there's more.
There's always more, especially, yeah, as fascism rises, there's always more to talk about, right?
Hmm.
I want to talk about music. I
So
want to
you
talk
went to
about,
so you went to Red Rocks. What is this J-Rad you were referencing?
well, Steve, it's a little musical outfit called Joe Russo's Almost Dead, started by Joe Russo and his musical partner, Marco Benevento, featuring Tom Hamilton Jr., Dave Drywitz, and
Scotty Metzger.
Scotty Metzger.
Mhm.
Yeah, we
And
saw
and it is as lore has it, they started out as kind of a joke.
they
as
they
a
started with
gag.
the bustle and the hedgerow stuff, right?
Yeah, well, they started out, 10, 11 years ago playing without Tom Hamilton, the four of them, instrumental Led Zeppelin covers, which quite frankly are amazing. Everybody check out Bustle in Your Hedgerow on YouTube. But
So
then
then
it must have been 2013, I think, Halloween. Joey Russo and the guys would do like a Halloween thing at Brooklyn Bowl in New York, which was, for those of you, kind of like the Ranch Bowl in Omaha, the beloved,
Rip.
spelling out for the Ranch Bowl. And so Joe Russo on drums had been playing with Bob Weir and Phil Lesh from the Grateful Dead and Further. And so somebody just they were trying to figure out what to do for Halloween at the Brooklyn Bowl, and somebody kind of snarkily said, "Well, you're the Grateful Dead guy. Why don't you do a Grateful Dead thing?" And Joe went, "That's interesting." So they brought in Tom Hamilton from American Babies on guitar, and they did what was supposed to be a one-off gig as Joe Russo's Almost Dead. Halloween of I think 2013, and people posted videos on YouTube, and the internet went batshit crazy
Yeah.
and said, "You guys have to take this on the road. You guys have to take like if you take this on the road, we'll come."
Hmm.
And you and I went and saw one of their first on the road shows too, actually, in Denver, Boulder, and Denver.
Was that was that like their first
I
tour?
think that was their first tour.
No shit.
I think so, yeah. Might have been
Uh,
2014, whenever Pearl Jam played Lincoln, because it was the
that,
next couple days.
that was 2014.
Okay, so would have been, and that was what was Holly's birthday. So maybe it wasn't their first tour, because I think it was whatever, it was right at the beginning. We were right on the cutting edge, damn it. That's what I'm trying to say.
We were there first, everybody.
We were cooler than everybody else. That's what I'm
We
trying
did
to say.
show up to the Boulder Theater and nobody else was there. Like we were,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like we were right up. I mean, that was amazing.
And to see fucking road rocks,
Rugrats.
Rugrats, to see the
Raggy.
Rugrats amphitheater. The Rugrats have bought Red Rocks. To see the Rugrats amphitheater filled to the brim with people for J-Rad, standing next to Colin, who we saw, and that in the Ogden.
Yeah.
It was so good, man. They
So it
sounded
was 10 years later. Almost 9 years later. 9 years later.
But that was, 10 years since they kind of
Yeah.
They fucking killed it.
So was it full the night you were there?
Yes.
Because the next night, which was Sunday, was about 2/3 full on the video.
Shit.
Yep. I think it's just because it was Sunday night and also weather,
Yeah.
And it's Denver. I mean, there's lots of stuff happening at Red Rocks. It's not like it's to Denverites, it's another show.
Right.
It
was full to the brim. It was
nice.
pretty packed. And excuse me, the Denver metro area had been experiencing like an El Nino sort of situation with rain for the last few weeks or week. And there was a break in the rain for pretty much like 4/5 of the show.
Nice.
And it was cool and perfect and dry for the most part until the very end. They played "I Know You Rider," and we all
cool Colorado rain, baby.
Dude, it was great. And it was also like I was kind of working through, what's this new feeling? I left the dog at home with my wife. I hope she's okay. And my brother's here, and he's not.
You abandoned your baby.
And my brother's not a huge Dead fan, but he really loves Joe Russo. And he was kind of saying like, Joe Russo's Almost Dead is accessible Dead music. And I'm like, right the fuck on.
Yeah.
So the music just sort of led me through that whole trip between my ears. And it was fantastic.
Amazing.
Yeah, it was really good. Really good. If you ever, there's a moth on my floor. If you ever get a chance to see the J-Rad out on the road, everybody
highly recommend.
Take the ride.
It's amazing.
And
it's amazing.
You played some random bluegrass show,
dude. Yes. Tuesday night, the first Tuesday of every month at Duffy's Tavern down on O Street is a bluegrass jam hosted by our friend and past guest Mike Semrad.
Oh, he hosts it.
Yeah. Yeah, he's like the organizer of it.
Nice.
And I went down there for the first time last Tuesday and just had a hoot. It was actual picking and grinning.
Nice.
Yeah. It's about a dozen people. Nice. Round numbers. Some people kind of came and went. Pickle Branger Kazmaier showed up about halfway through with his guitar, and he plays bass in the Jerry Pranksters and other things. I mean, he's a multi-instrumentalist dude. I think if it's got strings, he can play it. And a couple banjo, this cat Ian with acoustic guitar, and then he had this banjo lele. It was like a ukulele and a banjo hybrid. It was really cool. He might have built it. I don't know. It was really cool. Sounded neat. Harmonica player, a couple other guitar. I mean, it was just cool, man. And it was a blast. And we played songs, and it's like, what it might call it, like bluegrass rules or something, where like you sit in a circle and you just go around, and next person calls a song, calls out the chords, and you start playing it.
Oh wow. Yeah, I was wondering how that worked. It's like, is there like a standard of is there like a canon of songs that everybody ought to know?
Well, yes, but the bottom line, I mean, Mike's like, try to keep it to 3 chords.
Yeah. Okay.
Don't bring out the 8 chord opuses, Because
we're gonna do a bluegrass version of Rush's 2112 real quick.
much,
And
yeah. No, the most complex song we played was this Towns Van Zandt song called "I'll Be Here in the Morning," which I loved. I'd never heard it before, and it had some chord changes in it, so it was a little tricky, but I can follow. Just as long as I can see somebody's hands on a guitar, I'm good. And man, I haven't had that much fun with my clothes on in years. It was great. I mean, it was just a blast.
Yeah.
I hit it, Mike. I was, it was validating for me to be able to, like, oh, I can do this.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like I totally hung.
Yeah, you can do that shit, man.
But I'd never done it in that context before.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We're like, okay, man, you're up. What do you want to do? So I'm like, okay, we'll do Bob Dylan's. Anybody know My Payment Masterpiece? Everybody's like, yeah. Okay, we're gonna do that in A, but without the fancy bridge, without the Coca-Cola thing, and just straight through. And everybody went, all right. Then everybody takes a solo. Whoever calls the song also kind of calls the shots. You direct it,
right?
And so you can either just like solo around the room or like pick somebody out. Like the other song that I called was El Paso.
Nice.
Yeah, and that people are like, oh shit, El Paso, okay, and I got all caught up in the words. Someone's like, you know the words to that, and I'm like, I will find out. I think so. It's a lot of words.
So yeah.
Well, and as I got like a third of the way into it, I'm like, this is too many words.
Yeah.
So like I kind of remembered like 2/3 of the way through, like we should probably give somebody some solos, and Pickle was sitting next to me, so I tossed it off to him, and he killed it, and then I couldn't remember where it was in the verses, so we just finished it off. But it was fun.
Nice.
Yeah, and like got to sing some harmonies, and I mean it was just real good fun.
Yeah, dude.
And like there were some people hanging because we played in the the stage half of Duffy's, and then there were people just hanging out doing Duffy's, on the other side. Super chill.
Down fish bowls.
Right. I didn't see any fish bowls. And there wasn't a ton of people there. It wasn't like it was packed. It was Tuesday night, and it was early too, So
that's
I mean, it was. I'm definitely the July one isn't going to happen because it's on the 4th.
Oh, bummer.
So now
did you move it around or anything? Because I don't want to wait until August to see this shit. I just want to go down and watch this go down.
Dude, it's amazing. I mean, it was so much fun, and it was like pretty good. Like,
I was gonna say, like, how was the execution of the songs? Was there a lot of
good?
Did it fall off a cliff?
Especially playing that type of music, one of the main I guess requirements, one of the things you really need to be able to do is not play. To listen. You need to like know when to lay out and know when to step on it, and there was one guy there, I forget his name, but he was a nice guy, fiddle player, and he also had a mandolin, but he hadn't brought it. But like I could tell he very much was not comfortable improvising on the spot. Like he needed to have his part, right? Yeah. He could play, he had the mechanics down, but just like that was a very foreign thing for him to be like, okay, man, go.
Yeah.
He was like, and he would and it was that kind of environment where you could say, no, I'm not going to do that. And they're like, cool, next, go. There was no like, what do you mean, no?
How dare you?
Right. Poser.
Doing chicken noises.
Yeah. Right, exactly. Everybody just stops and goes, geez.
Yeah, come on. You're really bringing us all over, man. You really ruined the bluegrass jam.
You ruined it single-handedly.
You're out, man.
Right. No, and that's
give us your patch.
That's oh no.
Just take somebody's patch off. Get out.
That's the thing that was so cool about it is the lack of egos.
Yeah.
Like everybody's just there to be supportive, and everybody, I mean, everybody has their own skill set and lack thereof, and that's what it's about, is just getting better and just getting together.
That's cool though that it sounded like you had a good mix of instruments too, because everybody, everybody shows up with a fucking
acoustic guitar, right? Yeah, then it's
you can make it happen.
It's the musical equivalent of a sausage fest.
That'd be a great name for the bluegrass band that comes out of this whole thing.
Sausage Fest.
Sausage Fest.
I did actually I did get
And when you play all Ween songs in bluegrass.
Dude, did you see that video I sent?
Yeah, dude.
That was so good. What was the song? I can't even remember.
I don't remember.
Whatever, it was great. There needs to be more Ween bluegrass, Ween-based bluegrass.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
So anyway, that was yeah, man, it was just a total delight, and I'm very glad that I went down, and I will definitely do it again. In fact, and I got a couple numbers from other players, so maybe something will come out of it, you know.
Mm-hmm. That's fucking cool. And also, like, my hat's off to you to just saying, I don't know, I only know Mike that's down there. I'm just gonna show up and fucking
we'll see what happens. And I don't even really know Mike. I've never met him in person, like shook his hand.
Oh, far out.
Yeah. The only times I've ever actually talked to Mike were on this podcast and like wave at him when he was doing that mobile concert thing.
Oh, pandemic. He was on a rickshaw.
Rickshaw, yeah. The rickshaw concert.
Rickshaw.
That was really cool.
Music for the people in the streets, man.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's, it was really like, I can see especially after playing with him, like he's a fun player.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like he's very supportive and very, like he likes to get after it, you know?
Yeah.
And that was fun for me, just to have somebody to kind of play off of like that.
Mm-hmm.
Rich and I do some of that in Exile on O Street. We'll play off each other a little bit.
Sure.
But I felt, and Mike might disagree with this, but I felt like we were clicking, you know?
Yeah, I'm sure you were.
And that's
also, that guy, I've been watching that guy play music live since I moved to Lincoln.
Mm-hmm.
And that guy, well, he lived in Chicago for a while, but when I see him back in the day with a more rock and roll outfit, and then the shit he does now, I'm like, this guy's having the most fun. He just enjoys fucking playing music. Like,
right. Yeah. And that was the thing that kind of tickled me about when Pickle showed up too. It's like, because this is not like, it's not a paying gig.
Yeah, right.
Like he showed up just to play the guitar.
Nice.
I love it, you know.
Yeah, right.
So yeah, and that was the first time I'd ever actually talked to Pickle too.
Nice.
And I've seen him a bunch, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But it was nice just to be able to actually introduce myself, you know.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I know you, you know.
That's fucking cool, man.
Yeah, it was neat.
Big brass ones on you to do that. Like,
I tell you what, I kind of had, driving down there, I was like, I don't know about this. Not because of the event, because of me, you know.
Right. Also, you don't know how people are gonna fucking take somebody in. You know what I mean? Like, you don't know how the dynamic. Like, you can't. It doesn't sound like the kind of environment where you can take it too serious. You have to take it seriously, but you have
to show up to play.
Right.
And you have to. I think the critical thing is to not like need approval.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you have to bring your own approval.
Yeah. Wow.
Regardless of your skill level, like I'm here to try and do this and we'll see how it goes kind of thing. Mm-hmm. Like if you need to, be head patted, it's probably not going to go real well,
I'm going to go down to this bluegrass jam and I hope everyone validates me.
Right. Kind of. Yeah. But also it was validating just because of the nature of the event, which is that not every solo is going to be great. You're not going to remember every lyric. You're not going to catch every chord change, and nobody cares.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
I mean, obviously, if like you can't hold a beat and you don't know what a G chord is, it's not going to go well. Yeah. Right. That's one of those times when you should practice listening.
Yeah. grab a fishbowl and
that's exactly right. Yeah. Uh-huh.
I don't think it was also interesting drinking fishbowls by themselves though. That just a disclaimer. Yeah. I don't think it's not a solo event, the fishbowl.
It could be. That was the other thing that was cool and interesting for me is everybody else's like style. Like I have a very heavy-handed style. I'm a little bit ham-fisted, but I can punch the acoustic guitar, and my acoustic guitar is really loud. And there was no bass there, so I was comping some bass lines, and because I can do that, Mm-hmm. And there were people that were less aggressive but more melodic, Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's my thing is I'm not a technically like I don't have a lot of my vocabulary isn't huge,
Sure.
so I rely more on, oomph.
Mm. Sometimes you need to put a bowl in a china shop. You know what I mean?
Right. That's my job. Right. Yeah.
Well, without any percussion in a straight up bluegrass situation, you need to have a
And
fucking
there was no bass, so yeah, it helps to have that, just somebody kind of
yeah.
Yeah.
Pounding
But
them up.
anyway, yes, it was just what the doctor ordered.
Right on, man.
Yeah.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
That's fucking cool.
Yeah. And bluegrass, I think, is probably, it's uniquely American for one thing,
Mhm.
not unlike jazz, and also not unlike jazz. It's not as structurally complicated as jazz can be,
Mhm.
and it's not as loose as jazz can be in terms of like chord structure and that sort of thing, and rhythms. I mean, it's pretty 1-4-5, 4 on the floor, and the occasional waltz.
Mhm.
But outside of that, it's all improv.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. Like
Solo now, go.
the only real bluegrass I've ever really seen live is more the new grass. You know what I mean? Like fucking
Yonder.
Yonder Mountain String Band.
Yep.
Yeah. Like that. But still they follow that sort of, yeah, we have to have the structure, but we're gonna give a lot of time for somebody to just solo forever.
Yeah.
And go off.
Well, and it's a lot of just handing it off,
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and that's, I obviously, listening to the kind of music that I listen to in my day job, I appreciate that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where nobody's really just playing filler,
Yeah.
and that turns into the larger whole, this kind of loose structure. So it's nice to be able to, it was really fun for me because even in Exile, which is pretty loose, but we definitely have structure on a good night, on a good day. If the structure falls apart, the song falls apart. You know what I'm saying? And in this, it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Nope.
It's almost like, too, the idea, which is kind of maybe a universal spiritual principle here, which is when I'm clinging to me and not looking for us, fucked.
Yeah. And that's, right. Bluegrass is very much like a physical embodiment of that idea.
Yeah.
Because it's all about the group.
Mm-hmm.
It's all about the group creating the whole.
Wow.
And like teamwork and being supportive. And, when somebody get a good tear going in their solo, everybody go, yeah,
Yeah. Right.
Like call it out, like right on.
Yeah. It's cool.
Yeah. So it really is like
to see this now. I want to witness.
I know. I'm bummed.
Yeah, right. It's like once a month. I got the rug
pulled out from underneath me by this whole Independence Day nonsense.
Who fucking needs it?
Well, I don't know, man. Lee Greenwood.
And I'm proud to be an American.
Oh no. Maybe Lee Greenwood and Kid Rock will do a duet on.
Oh, I just threw up in my mouth.
like a mashup. And then Ted Nugent will come out and shoot some, I don't know, whatever he shoots.
Cannons or something.
Yeah. I was going to say something less suitable.
Thank you for refraining.
Yeah.
I don't want that burned into my fucking mind.
I know. Yeah.
You're doing Boulder, right? You're going to the show.
Yeah, buddy. Gonna go see Dead one last Mogan.
It might happen for us. I don't know.
We're going the first 2 nights, first and second.
That'll be all right.
That's gonna apparently they're killing it. I haven't listened to a ton of it, but all the the internet saying, yeah, it's great. So
it is great.
It is great. The bits that I've listened to have been pretty solid. Like, man, are you guys sure you want to hang it up?
Yeah, what are they thinking?
I don't know. Bobby's getting old.
Yeah. Yeah.
All I know is that it doesn't matter because there'll be more music.
There will be more music. In fact,
Hey, you know what? Nothing lasts.
That's true. I was thinking, during set break at JRAD, I'm like, well, if this is my live Dead experience of the summer, this is pretty all right. I kind of would like to make it to Dead and Company at least at one night.
Right.
Thinking about how to navigate that with a dog, but
Doggo. Just make her a lot dog. It'll be fine.
Sneak her in under a trench coat.
Right. She can hang out with all the pit bulls.
She get eaten alive.
Right.
That was people did that, like lot dog, and you just like you come back and your dog's just there. Like,
yeah. You just tie them to the bumper of the Volkswagen with some water and they're good.
So crazy. But now there's an app. There's an app called
like Uber for dog sitters.
Called Rover. Today's
episode.
Yeah,
I know about Rover.
Yeah, we got signed up on Rover, so maybe.
You know anybody that wants to watch a chicken?
Well, I feel like you could probably
find a chicken watcher on Rover.
Be like, yeah, pay them a little extra money and be like, put the feet on the ground, let it out, it roosts itself. Like, you're good.
Yeah, hold on a second.
There used to be a time where Steve would deal with the dog, and now I'm not going to give you any shit anymore. I'm sorry.
That wasn't for. Oh, whatever.
I used to give you a really hard time, and now
yeah, you did.
I am more compassionate to this.
Oh, that's nice. The meditation must be working. Speaking of, I'm being a dick now because I was giving you shit last night with the dog training.
Yeah.
And I swung. I feel like I overdid that a little bit, so I'm sorry. I mean, once was enough, but I went around for a second swipe and it didn't land.
Oh no, I just come to expect that from you.
I know. That's how I express affection.
I receive that apology, and I love you. And if we can't riff each other, then why would we?
I don't know.
You know what I mean? Like,
I do actually.
What's the point?
I know. Well, you're one of the few people that I can do that to that I can like say things like that to without it turning into a thing.
Well, I think it was you and a couple other people early on in recovery that taught me how to spit back.
Right.
I didn't have that skill. I didn't either. I was a sponge.
What they said mean things to me.
I knew they hated me.
Dude, that wasn't even mean. It felt mean.
It confirmed my insecurities, and so I'm taking my.
Well, I mean, let's face it. We're friends with some people that are very good at identifying weaknesses and then exploiting that for comedic value.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. With
we
love.
Can soften around the points where we know we go a little too far, then I think we're okay.
Yeah.
But if we can't give each other a hard time, like if I can't make fun of you, I literally was standing in the Field Museum in Chicago, right where you said those words.
That's so funny.
And I was like, Kirsten, this is the spot where Steve said, I'm at a point where I don't give a shit about any of this right now. And left. It was the best. And she's like, wow, this is the spot. I was
like, that was 10 years ago?
Dude.
10 years ago. And that story still lives on. So
fucking amazing.
Right. That was the day I paid $27 to use a bathroom. Because I needed it right now.
It wasn't the trail of hot Italian beef sandwiches that you ate on the way to the museum.
I guarantee you that was 100% it.
I got to have a vegan Chicago dog in Chicago. That was pretty fantastic.
I'm glad you got to have that experience.
It was fucking great.
I bet it was. Portillo's or someplace else?
No, it was just this little stand on the fucking, but it actually did it right. They did it well.
Nice.
It was an impossible sausage, but it was everything else was the way it should be.
Right, with the pickle and the sport peppers and
yeah.
I think for my birthday, which is coming up by the way, I'm gonna order Portillo's.
You can't from where? Like
Portillos.com, baby. They'll send you hot beef sandwiches, all the stuff to make them. Just like Dave got that clam chowder thing or whatever it was.
Yeah.
They'll send you the buns, they send you the sport peppers, they send you the bright green relish, the Nathan's or whatever Vienna beef dogs, and you just make it at home.
Today's episode is also brought to you by Portillo's.
Hell
famous
yeah.
Chicago eatery.
Big beef, baby.
Portillo's, big beef, baby.
and the shake with the cake in it.
Oh yes. If they've got a vegetarian option, let me know. Your birthday's
Portillo's does, yeah. Portillo's
28th?
does.
28th? Is that your birthday?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Well, you can bring your own damn Impossible wiener and you can have the sport peppers.
I will absolutely have my Impossible Wiener with me for sure.
Okay,
It's impossible.
great. Is that what we're calling it now?
Joel's Impossible Wiener. If you made it
Today's
this
show is also
podcast,
brought to you by Joel's Impossible Wiener. There's a lot of meat jokes in there.
Oh, so many avenues I could go down too.
Which
I'm gonna stop because my wife will listen to this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stop.
Portillo's.
Oh, what's going on? What else is going on? I don't want to talk about fascism. I'm going to tell you that right now. I'm going to
That's
set that
fine. Well, I think we've done it. I mean,
we did it.
I think we did it. We created some content. We're about an hour. I'm going to play some music.
You're going to play some music?
I'm going to put some music on the end of this.
Hey, you should put that. You should put the either the Saint Stephen from JRAD or I don't. You do you, man. I shouldn't step on your artistic toes here.
For the record, I picked the music.
I know.
But you know what?
Stay in my lane. I'll stay in my lane.
But that doesn't have to. You can pick the music. I've just done it because I'm the one that puts it together. If you have, you know what, Joel, I would love to honor your musical request.
The only thing I was going to say is,
Whatever.
and this is a huge. I love how you do that, and you're like, whatever. It's too long. Maybe it's too long of a track to put at the end, but the entire Lost Sailor into Saint of Circumstance. Too long.
That is really good, though.
It's so good.
It's so good. Yeah, that was amazing. Like, that's how you do that.
That is exactly how you do that.
Mm-hmm. Nothing against, who did that originally? Grateful Dead. But it's so cool to see those songs performed with that attitude and that freedom and
just big swinging balls, just
all over the place.
Sharp.
Well,
knives.
I just love the dynamics. The dynamics are from just this mellow ambient space,
yes,
with a pulse situation, to being strapped onto a rocket,
and you don't even know it. You're not even aware that it's hitting you, and until maybe 15 seconds later,
right? And then you're like oh.
Yeah, a couple of moments that happened, and I'm like, I'm like, what? Where did that come from? I was listening all the time, but where did that come from? It's amazing.
Yep.
The encore, the Stella Blue encore is pretty fantastic too.
Yeah, I see. Yep. What was We Will Not Be Lovers? I don't know what that is.
So that's the whole thing. So what I looked up. So who said it? Joe Russo said it. He's like, I saw Scott Metzger play this at CBGB's 20 years ago. Let's play it. And here's the thing. Mike Doty has played that song.
Oh, really?
I don't know if that's his song though.
Huh.
But on Setlist FM or whatever, it's listed as a Mike Doty cover. And then I tried to figure out, did Metzger play with Doty at some point? And I don't think that's a Doty. I don't think he wrote that.
Well, they're both New Yorkers. I mean,
maybe.
Maybe about the same age. Doty might be a little bit older.
So maybe it was weird. It was I don't know. I couldn't really place it. It was cool. So
sure. All right.
Yeah.
Cool. It's nice.
You pick whatever you want.
Sweet. Well, it's nice to be back.
Welcome.
I missed you.
Steve. Missed you too, buddy.
Yeah.
I'm glad we had this.
Me too.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know, man.
We'll see you sometime.
See you on the flip side. I'll see you around if you don't turn square.
Take it sleazy.
Don't fake the funk on a nasty dunk, Steve.
Oh, I don't even know what that means. Okay, I gotta go.
See you later, alligator.
After a while, crocodile.
That's if you wouldn't have fucking hit that, I'd have been real pissed.
How am I gonna miss that?
I don't know. Some people don't know that shit. This is good fade out banter too, I think.
I think so. All right, later.
I'm gonna take you, girl. I'm gonna hold you. I'm gonna do all the things that I told you. I gotta love you none. I got to do all them things. Hey, it's got to make you feel alright. Oh no, no, I got to keep on. I'm looking for my. I'm looking for my baby. Yeah. Well, I'm looking here and there. I'm looking everywhere. I'm looking in a town. I'm looking in the city. I'm looking everywhere. I just got to find. No. I just gotta find my baby. Some kind of way. Some old kind of way. Some kind of way. Just take some kind of little while to get together with my angel child. I'll put together and take a couple of days. Can't make it no further, no how. And if I take a couple of days, can't make it no further. No. What do you think? No. What do you think? It just takes. Oh no. What do you think? Oh no. What do you think? What? I got to see you. I got to see you, darling. I can't wait. Oh no, can't wait. Just no longer. Can't wait. I can't wait no longer. I don't care what your daddy may say. I don't care, no. What your daddy may say. No. I got to. I just got to. Tasting pretty good. I know about you people, but I feel I put a good myself out. And I know that there's a lot of people standing up and dancing in the back of the room. And I know you're having to put a good old time. So why don't you all down here get up on your feet and just dance a little while. Come on, once you get up and dance, I see you right there. Come on, get up and dance, man. I see you there with your smile on your face. Come on, brother. I know you want to dance. Now go on ahead and dance too. Get on up. Come on, get up. Get up. I see you. Come on, I see you too. Come on, get up and dance a while, huh? Come on now, look at that girl down there. She won't even get up and dance. Come on now, stand on up. Come on, I see you over there too. Come on, get on up and dance a while, huh? Come on, why don't you get on up? Ow. Hey, come on, get on up a while. Hey, come on and get on up. I see you now. Come on, get on up. Come on, get up and dance with your boyfriend. You know, he gonna think you don't love him if you don't get up and dance with him now. Hey. Get on up, baby. Ow. Come on and get on up a while now. Come on, hey, brother. Hey, you. Get up. Dance with this girl here. She wants to dance with you. Come on, get up and dance with her now. Come on, get up and dance. That's right. Look at you girls over there sitting all by yourselves with all those guys around. Why don't you get up and dance with some of them, huh? standing down there doing nothing. What's wrong with you? Come on, you two. Come on, get it. Come on, you right there. Get on up. Get up and dance a while, huh? I'm right behind her, too. I see you. Hey, look here. I see a couple guys over there, man. They're just sitting down. Come on, get up and dance with a girl. What the hell you doing sitting down there? I know what you're here for, brother. You ain't here to sit down. You ain't here to sit down with your hands in your pockets, with your face looking all like a fool. Get yourself a girl and dance a while. Hard nut! Ow! Come on! Get on up! Ow! Get on up! Get on up! Come on, look at you. Put your hand behind your head. I'll see you now. Come on. Come on. Ah, you can't get out of it that easy, David. Come on, get him. Go get him. Get him. Get him on his feet. You in trouble. Oh, no, no, no. Get on up. Get on up. Get on up. You got to. Get on up. Oh, no, no. Get on up. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Come on, get on up. Come on, get up on your feet and dance a while. Well, that's all right because I do believe it. It's about time to get on home. But I've seen a few people here sitting and have a good time. Yes, you will. You know, you disappointed me. I thought you was gonna get up and dance, but I guess you won't. Come on. Why don't you just stand up? And just, you know, Bobby wants you to dance. And he'll dance with you. Come on, get up and dance with him. Come on, you can even come up here and dance with him if you want to. You won't mind. Yeah. But I just want to say one thing before I go. Ow! All I gotta do, all I gotta do, baby, all I gotta do now. Hey, no. Hey, Bobby, why don't you go down there and dance with her if she won't get up and dance with you? Come on, man, come on. You can stop playing your guitar, family, man. Go down and dance with that little girl. That's all right. I just got the solid midnight. I just got right side of I just want to say one thing to you. If you won't get up and dance, that's your fault, really. I mean, I tried to make you feel good, but you know, it wouldn't feel that way, so okay. I just want to tell you one thing. I just want to tell you one more thing before I go. I just want to tell you one thing, babe. One thing before I go. I got to wait till the midnight hour. That's when my love come a-tumbling down. I got to wait till the midnight hour when there's no one else around. I got to take you, girl, and hold you. Yes, I will. Do all the things that I tell you in the midnight hour. No. Come on, baby. Get on it.
Don't forget,
Thank you very much.
toot your hooter.